What's up, guys? This is Corey. Hope everybody's enjoying their day so far. I had an exciting weekend. Friday the 13th, that's August the 13th, 2021, I went to something called Monster Mania. This was at a hotel in New Jersey. It was called the Crown Plaza Hotel, and they had, as you can see on this little program, quite a few stars and celebrities, mostly from horror, but also they had a couple of the guys from Cobra Kai there, and Danny Trejo, and just all sorts of people that you might have been familiar with. So the big draw for me to go to this, of course, was the Cobra Kai guys, William Zabka and Martin Kove, along with Martin Kove's son Jesse. So it was kind of a spur-of-the-moment thing. I made the trip out there, and I just wanted to kind of recap some of the things that I was able to get at the show. It was just an incredible time, and I wanted to just share these things with you and maybe give you a little bit of the story behind some of them. I'll try not to ramble too much, because I can do that sometimes. Not necessarily in order, the cast of Child's Play, the original movie, and some of the sequels were at the show, as you, could figure from Chucky being featured prominently on that program cover. Brad Dourif himself was there. Unfortunately, he was not one of the ones I was able to meet or get his autograph of. His line was just too long for me to justify standing in, and as it turns out, I wouldn't have been able to get it anyways, because there just wasn't enough time. They ended up having to cut the line off. I think that Brad Dourif is rightfully concerned about the surging coronavirus, so he was very careful about the amount of people that he was interacting with, so I can't blame him one bit. The guy's 71 years old. He didn't have to be there at all, so the fact that he even showed up was, generous. So, I did meet Andy, the kid from the first two Child's Play movies and also the newer Chucky movies. His name is Alex Vincent, the actor. And as you can see, he signed the top of my DVD collection to Corey. Chucky did it. Alex Vincent. And in quotes, it says Andy. Chucky did it, of course, being a famous quote from the original movie there. Nobody took him seriously when he said that. But on the bottom right here is actually Fiona Dourif, who's Brad Dourif's daughter. She was the main character in Curse of Chucky. Came out of, must have been like 5-6 years ago now, maybe even more than that. In my opinion, the best one since the original, at least the original two. She's Nika, so it says to Corey, Fiona, and then Nika. She was amazing. She laughs like a lot when she's with her fans, and she sounds just like Chucky, funny enough, when she laughs. She's got her dad's laugh. Bottom left here is Kyle. Her name is Christine Elise. She played Kyle in Child's Play 2, and I believe she's going to be in the new Chucky TV show that's coming out on Sci-Fi. She was wonderful too. Very, very, considerate of her fans. Took a lot of time with each one, and talked to us, talked to me, made sure I did get my picture with her. She made sure that my picture came out good before she let me leave, and just really takes time with her fans. So I had a really good interaction with all three of these people. So, again, unfortunately, I wasn't able to meet Brad Dourif, but, I did pretty good, all things considered. So, I'm going to set that one right here for now. one of the more popular guys at the show, or should I say maybe well-known guys, is none other than Danny Trejo. Danny Trejo, for me, is the guy from Breaking Bad. I know he's been in tons and tons of stuff, from Dusk Till Dawn, Machete. He's just cameoed in everything that's ever been made that's cool. The guy has got a reputation for being like the coolest person to meet in person, and I was not let down by that. There was a lady in line in a wheelchair, like towards the end of the line. He got out from behind his table, wheeled her up to the front. He was going to help her get out of her wheelchair and take the picture with him. Just, you know, just a stand-up guy. I thanked him for... I've been doing fan mail photos that I send out. And ironically, about a month ago, I got a photo back from Danny Trejo that I sent about 1.5 years ago. So I was able to personally thank him for that. And he said, no, thank you. So another just great interaction with Danny Trejo. And I did ask him if he's going to be in season 6 of Better Call Saul. From what I gathered, the answer is probably no. But I'm pushing for a Tortuga spin-off series, so cross your fingers for that. If you guys have watched Breaking Bad, you know Danny Trejo had a small but memorable scene in, I think it was season 3, involving Hank, Uncle Hank. So if you haven't watched that show, you're missing out. So Danny Trejo. I did say that the main reason that I went to the Monster Mania was to meet the guys from Cobra Kai. I've got a few things I want to show from my meeting with them. I've got this copy of Cobra Kai #1 IDW. I think this came out like last year. The show started off on YouTube, moved to Netflix. Is just really revitalized people's interest in the Karate Kid franchise, so they made a comic book about it. William Zabka signed my comic. This is his signature. He wrote Corey, No Mercy, and then his signature. Martin Cove, he wrote To Corey, Marty, Sensei, Cove. So this instantly became one of my most prized possessions. I just want to mention, or talk about quick, my interaction with those two. First was William Zabka. As soon as I walked in to the convention area where these people were doing their autographs, there was probably a couple dozen tables set up around the perimeter of this giant room where they were signing autographs. I was in line for Bill Moseley. I got something signed for one of my friends, Bill Moseley from House of a Thousand Corpses and Devil's Rejects. So I'm standing in line for Bill Moseley, and the table right next to his, probably 20 feet away, was William Zabka. And this was right after they started letting people into this room. So he hadn't started signing autographs yet. He was just kind of, taking it all in, looking around. And I'm wearing my Cobra Kai t-shirt. And he was looking towards me. I waved at him. And William Zabka pointed right at me. Gave me a thumbs up. He rolled down his sleeve, because he had long sleeves on, but they were rolled up. He rolled it down, and he pointed at his sleeve. It said No Mercy on it. It was a Cobra Kai shirt, too. And so I gave him a thumbs up back, and I did the whole thing where I grabbed, the collar of my shirt, like Kreese did in the Karate Kid movies. So I had a little bit of, a moment with William Zabka, and I thought that was just too cool. He singled me out of the crowd, so I guess maybe because I waved at him, but still, just a kind of surreal moment to see him standing there. He looks exactly like he does in the show. So, and then Kreese, Martin Cove. Sorry, I blinked out for a second. and his son Jesse were there. Martin Kove, I told him my theory about season 3 of Cobra Kai, and if you guys haven't watched it yet, I mean, this isn't really a spoiler, but basically, I told him my theory is that Kreese ends up redeemed by the end of the show on Cobra Kai, and he just told me, smart boy, so I'm glad I got to voice it directly to him, so we'll see when that comes out. I think it's December that starts up again, so another great show if you're not watching that. Cobra Kai is fantastic. So one more thing, and then I want to show you guys my big ticket item that I'm most excited about. So I guess this would be a little bit of a face reveal for you guys that don't know me in person, that watch my videos. I got my photo taken. I splurged for the photo op with Martin Kove and William Zabka. It was, again, just like such a surreal thing to meet these guys in person. It was a fast moment, but I did get to actually talk to them a little longer when I was getting their autographs. So, if you guys ever get the chance to meet either of these guys, it's well worth it, in my opinion. There's nothing like arrogant or unpleasant about them. Any of them, really. Anybody that I met at the show was just like exceeded my expectations. So there's that. And then I'm gonna have to adjust my camera here because this is kind of big to get on screen. So let me move these out of the way. So bear with me. This could be awkward for a second. I practiced this once off camera to get it right, so I gotta turn my camera. There we go, that wasn't so bad. As long as my camera didn't tip over on me. Alright, y'all still with me? I made this sign, the Cobra Kai logo, of course. It was in the original Karate Kid movie on their building. It's about 27 inches tall, 24 inches wide. I made it at the sign shop where I work. I got compliments all day carrying this around the convention center. People are like, where'd you get that? I'm like, oh, I made it myself. And they're like, oh, that's so cool. You can't get anything like that online. I looked. So, I mean, working for a sign shop, I'm like, oh, I might as well just make one then. So, the funny thing too, Jesse Kove, who's Martin Kove's son, was in season 3 of Cobra Kai. He was so cool about the sign. He's told me how talented I am and how cool it is that I made it, and he's never seen one like that before. And then I had him sign that. That's Jesse Kove. And then after him, I got Martin Kove's autograph. He signed it Martin Sensei Kove, and he's like, Jesse, to his son. He's like, did you see this? He's like, yeah, man, I took a picture of him with it, and it was just, they were just really excited about the sign that I made, so, yeah, it couldn't have worked out any cooler. And then William Zabka, I actually got his autograph before the other two signed it on this black section here. It just worked out great. He had these silver pens that really pop on there. So yeah, it's just too cool, you know. I couldn't have asked for a better experience. My wonder guy, I guess, is not being able to meet Brad Dourif, but you know what? I was able to meet everybody else on my list in a very limited amount of time, including having to be at the photo op at a specific time. So, if you guys ever get the chance to go to one of these events, they're really fun. Everybody there is wicked cool. I met some cool people, saw some cool costumes and stuff for sale. It was just genuinely great experience. So thank you all for watching. Everybody take care.